Kansas says.
Six.
It's
I'm getting in now. Hold on a second to record. And I'm ready with you guys, sir.
Cool. Hello everyone, we would like to welcome the 2013 Barracuda champion, Gary Woodland, to the media room. Gary, what's it like to be back here? Obviously at a different course than where you got your win in 2013, but what are your initial thoughts of the course?
Yeah, it's nice to come back. Obviously, some good memories here. It is a different golf course, but the area is just amazing. The weather's perfect. So for me, the new golf course changed. I got in last night, played 9 holes, and then played the 18-hole Pro-Am today. It's definitely a different golf course than Montreux. Montreux allowed me to kind of bomb the golf ball a little bit and kind of hit it out there. This golf course definitely makes you drive the golf ball. I think it's a little tougher, but there's a huge emphasis on driving the golf ball in the fairway because it is pretty narrow out there. And there's the tree lines really come in a little bit, but I think it's a great golf course. It should be a great event. We'll see how that goes. I think when it gets windy this week, it'll be a pretty tough golf course.
Mentioned driving the ball. Does that give you certain opportunities with the par 5s and the par 4s?
Yeah, I think kind of where the run out is and we're at altitude, so the golf ball is going a long way for me. I think there'll be a lot of 3 woods for me this week. Now, that's obviously wind depending. This morning there wasn't any wind, and it would be a lot of 3 woods off the tee. The driver's kind of just running out. The golf ball's going so far, but we'll see. That obviously wind depending. It's supposed to blow tomorrow. I think it gets gusty here in the afternoon, so hopefully you're playing late in the afternoon. You got to battle that wind a little bit, but I think for me, dominantly, it's going to be a lot of 3 woods for me, and hopefully get the golf ball in play and attack from there.
And the format, obviously different than stroke play. Do you have a different strategy going to this week that you kind of discussed with your caddy, or not changing too much?
I think the big deal when you get to Stableford is it allows you to play more aggressive. I think I've played here twice, at Montreux twice, and I had success both times playing aggressive, and I think that's a big deal. You're trying to put up points. The big number is not going to kill you as long as you don't have too many of them. So for me, it allows me to play aggressive, which for me right now I think is a good thing. I think just to get back in that mentality. Obviously, I haven't played great the last year and a half, but I'm starting to play better. I think coming out and having a week that allows me to play aggressive is a good thing. So I'm looking forward to that.
We're dwindling down to the final events of the regular season. 300 FedEx Cup points would be nice to add. So does that kind of weigh at all and coming up to final events?
Yeah, the big deal for me is I'm starting to trend in the right direction. So obviously this is a big week for me. Where I am, I think I'm 119 coming into this week. So anything you can do to prepare yourself, playing next week as well, getting in ready to the playoffs, and then anything can happen. I've been in this position before where I came here. I think 13. I was around the same number. I won, finished second at the first playoff event, and I made it all the way to Eastlake. So that's definitely the goal. The goal is to play well this week, play well next week, get into playoffs, and then continue to trend in the right direction and get to Eastlake.
Yeah, this is an event where you typically do well, a win and a runner-up finish. What about this event kind of matches your game?
I think the big deal, the Stableford allows you to play aggressive. And I think sometimes when you're not playing great, you can kind of get defensive and be a little too conservative sometimes. It allows me to come out and attack and try to make a lot of birdies, which when you haven't been playing well, you probably haven't been making many birdies. So for me, I think it's a change in mindset. Maybe we should have Stableford every week. For me, that might be a good thing. But I'm excited to get here this week and try to play aggressive and make some birdies and see where that adds up at the end of the week.
An off week last week, able to take some rest. Kind of what's the mindset coming into the week, and where's your game trending?
Yeah, I played well at the 3M in Minneapolis. My wife and I went on a little getaway to Colorado for a couple of days just to kind of shut it down. And then I got back to work on Wednesday. So preparing hard, knowing that this week's a big week, next week's a big week, and then the playoffs start. So ideal would be to play 5 weeks in a row, which I haven't done in a long time. So took a couple of days to rest early last week and then got back to work and trying to ride the momentum from the 3M and ride it all the way through Eastlake.
In Colorado last week, were you getting used to elevation?
Trying to get to that altitude to get prepared, but that was no golf clubs. That was the 2 days to get away and kind of shut the brain down. knowing that I had a big stretch coming up, trying to be fresh coming in.
Your family with you this week at all?
I'm solo this week. It's tough. We have 3 kids. The twin girls turned 2 on last Sunday, so we had a bunch of family in town, which was nice. But we're strictly golf for the next couple of weeks, and hopefully I can see them when I get done.
You're here. Lastly, you're here in beautiful Truckee. Anywhere sites that you're going to go see off the course this week?
I'm not. I'm staying close by. It's a beautiful area. There's a lot of great restaurants. Obviously it's nice at night. It kind of cools down, so you can sit outside, which is great. Coming from Kansas, it was 110-degree heat index last week, so I wasn't getting outside eating too much. But it's nice, enjoying the fresh air, knowing we're getting to the East Coast where it's going to be hot in the next couple of weeks. Enjoying the fresh air this week, and hopefully has a great week.
Awesome. As always, we appreciate you taking the time to talk with us, and good luck this week.
Thank you. Appreciate it.